Okay, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 2, episode 9. I was driving carpool. Yeah, I had to pause for the cause. But normally I just wait, watch the whole segment. Then when it go to commercial, then I get on here and talk a little bit and. But Mary, you always gotta pause on Mary because she be doing the most. Like, what the hell was that big ass scarf that she done wrapped around herself talking about some, ooh, is this nice? I'm pulling like this. Bitch, take that shit off.
She just
It
karate
just
chopped 2 pillows.
Whew. And then she said, oh
She
yeah, she
karate
karate chopped the 2 pills. Because my son was looking at her. He said, see, that's how you know somebody weird. If your own kid sit down and have to just peek at the TV with you for a hot second, he said, what's wrong? Why she's her mouth? Why she smiling like I said, I don't know.
Like this.
She just so weird.
She's like,
you wanna see?
and she smile like this.
And I said, yeah, watch her eyes too, son, because she be doing that eye pop out thing. I can't do it because I got like normal eyes. But what the Mary is the weirdest person I had known, so I had to tell her that. She's the weirdest person I've ever met. And she talking about she want to invite the girls out for a cooking class, an Italian cooking class, and she wants them to wear streetwear type clothes. Talking about they can't dress. Mary, do you see what you just put on? Did you see what you just put on? Did you see what you just put on? Talking about they can't dress. Okay, a couple of those outfits that they flashed it, whatever, Meredith in the big ass parachute pants. And Jen, that was a costume, remember? So we ain't gonna fault her for being Beyonce that day. But and I think everybody was digging the little mask that Meredith had on. I don't know who the hell had on them damn parachute pants. It must have been Jen, Lisa or something like that. But anywho, um, yeah, you cannot talk about nobody in their fashions, girl, because your fashions is nowhere near anything. You just go to the store and buy it just because it say Chanel, and then you get home and just throw it all together with a piece of something that say Gucci and a piece of something that say Louis. Girl, that don't mean that they match, and it don't mean that they go together. So that is the whole problem with y'all Utah people. Y'all ain't got nothing, no type of fashion sense at all, okay? Like at all. That is all I had to say real quick because what the is wrong with Mary? And then she did not invite Jenny because Jenny was cussing her out at the dang wine tasting thing, whatever they had going on last week. Remember the ice? Oh no, they went tubing. They went tube sledding down the hills, and Jenny got up in there and said, "Y'all need to cut out this crap," because she wasn't having a good day. And yeah, she had to throw a couple cuss words in there because she was mad. And okay, what was you gonna do about it, Mary? Nothing. She can talk to you all she want to. Shoot, anybody can talk to you how they want to. Just because they can throw a cuss word in there, girl, it's called the English language. Get with it. Get with it, or get lost. Yeah. So we flipped to Meredith, and she having a little spa pamper day, getting her pedicure on and all that stuff. And Jenny is invited, and they end up talking about the tubing thing. Who been talking to who since that day happened. Um, Jenny's like, you know what, that thing with Mary, she ain't apologized for me for anything or the way she came at me. So why would I apologize for the way I came up at her? Like, girl, you can't tell me what to say, how to say it, and who to say it to. So, and Meredith, since remember at the party last time, they met a dude who used to go to Mary's church, and he said, don't trust Mary. So Meredith is telling Jenny, well, you know what? I don't know if we could trust Mary because she, you know what I'm saying? I don't heard some things, and I don't know if she that trustworthy. I'm like, they doing something over there in the church that ain't right. I'm telling you, it ain't right. She ain't right. That's all I know. She ain't right, y'all. But she goes on to tell her about the trip that they about to go on. I think it's in Colorado or something like that. She got a house down there and it's empty. And hey, all the girls need to get a break anyway. So she inviting everybody, and I think it's a good gesture to get some, maybe to get some resolve between some things. Because of course her and Jen ain't necessarily on the best terms. Ooh, excuse me. But they're on cordial terms for now. That's what, Meredith, at this point, she just be like, look, I'm gonna feed all y'all motherfuckers with a long spoon. Even you, Lisa, because Lisa is her bestie for real. But she like, because you be hanging over there with Jen. Yeah, I got to watch all of y'all, marry all of y'all. Meredith is disengaging. She would disengage real quick. So we got a little segment just with Heather and her daughter and her niece and her niece's husband. Now, Heather gives us all the Mormon breakdown. She gives us all the Mormon information that we need to know. Because all them other girls, either they're not Mormon or they just don't want to talk about it like she does. So, she done left the church. We all know that. But her niece has decided to leave the church as well. And they were just talking about how was your first drink and things like that. What did y'all do and how did y'all feel? Stuff, because it's in that weird dang religion. It's like you can't drink, you can't do this, you can't do that. So sometimes they get so brainwashed to where when they want to try things and all that stuff, they get it's a little confusing for them, or they don't, what I'm saying, they start to feel weird, like, oh my God, I shouldn't have did that, or, so they got to try to untrain their brain to not be so warped into the religion, because God ain't gonna kill you, for Christ's sakes, if you have a little drink, or if you do a little smoky smoke, or if you do whatever you're gonna do, okay? You talk to him later, like, it's okay, like, we all gotta live. And of course, Heather gives us examples about its different levels of hell. And since she done fell off, she's at the bottom of the hell. So, like, it's crazy. I don't even understand it at this point because we don't even go through all that. Like, it's not that deep. And even to a point to where in her sister's wedding, she didn't want to wear a dang spaghetti strap dress, so she had to fuss for them to give her some type of blazer to put over her shoulders, just because it's just so bad for you to show this area of your skin up here in your chest and shoulder area. I'm like, girl, and they showed a picture of it too. She looked a hot ass mess. Did y'all see that? Everybody else with their pretty pink, and you got that old collar, big ass collar ass coat over your dress. Girl, no. How could you? But she was so brainwashed in that Mormon crap, she couldn't help herself. She had to cover it on up. And she still dressed like that. Everything Heather wear, she up to here. It'd be cute though, but she don't ever show none of this. So she's still kind of stuck in that mindset just a little bit. Okay, sorry. Um, you know, um, so Jen is with her, right hand man, assistant steward. And, they're doing another snow activity. There's a lot of snow activities to do out there. So I noticed they kind of been doing everything from skiing to snowboarding to tubing to ice fishing. So now she's doing, I don't even know what the heck that's called because it wasn't a ski, it was like real short little shoes, but you still use the poles. And basically just talking to Stuart about her trying to, hang out with her son Omar. Cause remember they was, uh, she's just trying to get back in his good graces and try to spend more time with him before he basically go off to college. Cause I think he only got a year or two left in the high school or something like that. And then plus, remember when she was going all crazy and things like that, and he you know, obviously we've seen his mama act the fool. So he just be feeling a little type of way about, certain situations. So he preferred the dad obviously over her. So she's just trying to get, like, okay, well, can you be my friend too? I am the mom. So they've been kind of hanging out and she was just, talking to Stuart about that, how they can do better and together and how actually she can do. Better with Stuart too. Um, and then we flip to this little thing Mary was trying to have. It's the little dinner thing is going on, and Mary weird self is looking at the table. The lady don't set it up real nice. Why is Mary trying to make her? She didn't make her, but she moved different cups around because they wasn't in the right positions. She preferred them here, different certain angles. And she don't told the lady she don't put the knives down in the wrong spot. Like, ooh. I know she probably took an etiquette class, so maybe that's where she learned it from. Because I don't know what side, which one goes on where. But you go tell that in front of the lady who set it up, like, ooh, that was just so. She just be so. I mean, is it rude? Yeah, that was a little rude. Like, yeah, a little rude there. Side note, Mary's outfit. That's Italian chic, girl. Get out of here. It's ugly as heck, and that ugly ass scarf and that ugly wig. Take it off. Okay, so as everyone is arriving, Mary decides to tell the girls who showed up first, which was Jen and Meredith, that she sent Whitney a whole different invitation because since Whitney didn't answer her phone calls and text her back, she was like, okay, well, instead of her showing up in Italian streetwear, I'm going to send her um, Italian gangster wear. So she sent her literally pictures of like gangster, like, party city images of a costume of a gangster, a female version. So she like, she ain't take the bait, and she wore actually a nice pantsuit outfit that was better than what Mary had on. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the heck? That wig is something wrong with the part. Maybe if she flip it over like this, it will look better. But it's leaning to the front like this, and it just is just weird looking. Like she need to take it off. And then the cut ain't right. Did y'all like the way it was hanging in the back? Like it was just jagged. Like what? You just picked that out the closet. What is wrong with you, Mary? What be wrong with you? And I be just so bad because she the only black girl on here, and she just ain't. Why is she doing this? Why? I just don't understand her. She the weirdest person you ever met in your life. Like, who's gonna fall for that? I would never show up in any type of those outfits. What do you to dinner or whatever to a food thing? That's what you wanted me to do. So, of course, they show up, and Mary was upset that they didn't take the bait. Oh, you you didn't get the joke. You didn't take the joke. Like, why? You want everybody to laugh at me? That's not funny. The joke was already that you sent it to me. Okay, ha ha ha. Boom, it's over. So what else did you want? And then you didn't even invite Jenny. So you girl, you just full of it today. You was just full of it. So I don't know. Um yeah, then that little oh, I forgot about the table little mats because she put everybody, you gotta have assigned seats in these things for some reason. Everybody gotta have assigned seats. And she put their names on the napkins, and it's like the Italian version. And I just thought that was a little strange that Erica in Italian translated to Heather in English. Did anybody catch that? I just thought that was the weirdest thing. Like Erica, Heather, how does that even correlate? But okay, cool. They get to take those things home. So, at least that's one thing Mary does. She will buy something that you could take home, every time she do a little dinner thing. And I'll take that. But I can't take the weirdness. She's just so weird. Okay, so besides Jen going to jail, because that's kind of the thing with this season, they set Mary up. I don't know why I just caught this now, but I just caught this now. They is setting Mary up for failure. Unfortunately, girl, this is your time to shine since you want to be all weird and shit. They want to know what's going on with you in that church. We already got the one little black dude on the last episode trying to tell, people, hey, watch out, watch your back. Because, just that's all I got to say. Just watch your back. So now Meredith is like, shoot, now I can't trust her because I don't know what's going on. Lisa said, I mean, I heard some things, but I ain't want to say nothing. But, um, um, Jenny don't know her like that, but Jenny already said, you know what? She rubbed me wrong, so I ain't with that. Um, Heather is all, Heather just for some reason just got the blinders on all the time, so she ain't catching nothing. And then of course Jen ain't never liked her from the beginning. She's a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, nope. So, yep, they coming for you, Mary. I don't know what it is, but they coming for you. But before they get to starting the food, she hands out a Louis Vuitton bag with these aprons in it with the names of everybody on it in Italian or whatnot and a hat. Why are they all thinking that this was actually Louis Vuitton? Like, It was like, she's like, no, I just had some aprons made. Because, last time she gave gifts and it was actual Louis Vuitton, I think it was like it was some AirPods and a little wallet or something like that, a little card holder, something real small that I think technically we can afford or broke people can't afford because I think they might be like $100 or something, maybe like $50 for a keychain. So, those little things. I seen them on the internet, but don't nobody want nothing that small in all honesty, but it's okay. So they just assume, ooh, this was Louis. Or at least Heather did. She's like, I ain't spend that much money on them. Shoot, especially for they don't even cook. Lisa self over there, they would start to make the pasta. She's like, I'd rather be doing, I don't know, cleaning the dog, cleaning the toilet, picking up poop than cooking. Because all I do is order pizza for my kids every day. We don't even cook over here. Shoot, sometimes the husband, man, but nah, I don't. I pick the mugs up from school. We go straight to Burger King. Like that's the way our kids eat, which ain't nothing wrong with it. I can eat out all day if you can afford it. And yeah, and the chef was back there. I was laughing at the chef because he was just back there, just the cheese, and this must be his first time on the TV, and he, it's a way to promote himself. He was just and giving all the Italian and the Locho and the voodoo and Chabella. I don't know how to speak it, but Mary was trying, girl, trying. But they setting you up, girl. They setting Mary up, y'all. Oh yeah. And then while they eating, of course, Jen has to bring up the little Lisa issue. Like, so how was that party you had that you ain't invite me to? So everybody is around looking like, okay, so here it go. Okay, so last season Whitney was real quiet, y'all, and Mary was actually quiet too, except for a couple things she had to explain. But they both is stepped up a little bit this season, So, you know, of course, Jen was mad at Lisa, like, why you ain't invite me to the party? Lisa trying to tell them, okay, it was for my sons. They started the I think it's called Fresh Wolf products that they got going on for like skin or something, hair shampoo, so whatever it is. Find it in the stores, buy it, whatever, support the kids. And she said, my sons helped with the guest list. So they pretty much helped put this together. They didn't put y'all on the list. So she putting it on the kids. So the kids ain't want y'all there. So that's what happened. I extended my invitation to Whitney because I'm on this. I'm trying to be Whitney's friend campaign because we wasn't cool before. Now we trying to be cool now. That's the only reason why I invited her. Of course, Meredith was gonna come because our families is close like this. Our husbands and the kids. We all know each other, so that's why she came. The rest of y'all just didn't come because we wasn't invited. Meredith kind of stepped in and said, "Yeah, if whoever has the party can invite whoever they want. Sometimes you're gonna come, sometimes you ain't. So let's cut the argument now." Lisa didn't want to go into it. She was like, "Yep, I'm cutting it out right now." Jen just wanted her to say, "I'm sorry," and she said, "All right, fine. It just is what it is. You come to the next one, okay? Whatever." But when it comes to Whitney thing, yeah, okay, fine. I was just trying to get into her good graces. But then Whitney says, but then why would you tell her before the party thing that the person that you is against, like it was an incident on Twitter or Instagram or something where Lisa didn't want to do business with some certain people, and which was I think the person who was against Jen. I can't remember how it went. Whoever Jen was messing with, they didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? You can't be friends with these people no more because they mad at them type deal. But Whitney, they seen a tweet or something where they thought that she was doing business with the person. And she said, "You trying to throw little bites around just to try to show people that I'm not trustworthy, Lisa," to Jen. And she was like, "So what was that about?" Okay. Lisa really couldn't cover it up. Besides, okay, I wasn't trying to do nothing like that. I was just letting her know what I saw. So Whitney cleared it up and said, "No, I wasn't trying to do business with the person once I figured out what the deal was." And they chose to tweet and read and screenshot and all that stuff to make it look like that's what I was doing. But the intentions wasn't there. So, okay, cleared it up. Mary, on the other hand, because we're going on this trip. So Meredith says, Jenny is gonna be there, even though Mary didn't invite her. She gonna be there. So if y'all gonna be cool or y'all not. She's like, well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like the way she was talking to me. And Whitney, you the one. Why you here? You the one who like we got beef now because you wouldn't answer my phone calls. And she putting it on the carpool thing, like, well, how I'm supposed to be answering your calls and phone calls if I'm doing carpool? Mary is trying to say, okay, well, you still got all 24 hours in the world to call me back. Okay, well, I didn't, but eventually I did, so what's the big deal? And I showed up. Not in the joke ass costume that you wanted me to, but I showed up, right? So Jen, I don't know why she said I got your back when it comes to Jenny, because girl, you wasn't even her friend at the first. So Whitney, of course, well, let her talk, let her talk. And of course, her and Mary going back and forth because Mary, like, well, I want to hear Jen say it, not you. Let me hear Jen say it. Who got my back? Well, she's trying to say this and that, but she already said I was trying to get you to hear to say. Well, I can't hear what she's trying to say because you talking all over her and you talking all over me. Little girl, yeah, little girl, because you acting like a little girl. Well, and see, everybody know when you older person, you say stuff like that, it's you're not saying it in a nice way. Like that's like calling somebody, the B word. You know what I'm saying? Little girl. Wait, who? What? Me? So here we go. Jen versus Whitney. I mean, Mary versus Whitney. Mary is just ridiculous at this point. Like, what the hell? Just because Meredith walked over there to, you know, get Whitney's side doesn't mean that she's against you. Like, what the hell? Oh, you over there? You can just what kind of games is we playing here? I just don't understand her. But anyway, she did pull Whitney to the side to help her calm down a little bit. Whitney does this. Ooh, get my aura together. She gotta let's stir it up, and she calming down. And of course, like I said, they setting Mary up for this church thing. You know what I'm saying? Because something's wrong with the church. There's something wrong with the church, and everybody is saying it. So Whitney just went on and said, "Well, yeah, I mean, I went to a couple services before. I hung out, I donated some money and all that stuff." And yeah, she's not so nice after all. She done sent me all types of texts and messages saying I'm such a plastic surgery and this and that little girl, and she looked better than me and whoop de woo, and just going in. She probably said a whole bunch of other stuff about her and her husband too. Like, let's be real, and some swinger stuff. She probably threw all of that stuff in there. Like, mm-hmm. And she said, yeah, she probably knows that I know that everybody's scared of her, at least at the church, because they think that she's some type of god, like literally, like she hold the power of God, and they be speaking in tongues and all types of stuff, and they be literally praying to her. Like, this is just it's crazy. And we already know the story about her grandmother and how she got the church and all that stuff. So really, the whole story is this is just it's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, honestly. Like, who does this? And the part that that's why I think she's so weird, because I think she literally blocked all of that, whatever negative craziness, and she just said, okay, I'm doing this for God and all this, whatever. She done brainwashed herself, tricked herself, and maybe her grandmother too before she died, to where she made it just acceptable. Like, I'm everything I did. It's just, it's okay. It's okay. Like, and I go around with my smile on my face and act like ain't nothing wrong. When technically it's a whole bunch of stuff going wrong, girl. Like, it's just crazy as hell. And you don't even like this man that you don't marry. Like, and that's it's just the kicker. Like, you just did it all for the money. Let's just be real. You did it all for the money. Cause I wouldn't even want the church. I would just want the money. Well, I got to have the church too. But hey, it's better do what she got to do. And who she gonna pass it to in the end? Her son? Cause it looked like he ain't got nothing to do with her and don't want nothing to do with it. Especially if you're trying to ship him off to the military. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a lot to Mary that we got to break down and figure out. And yeah, that's what the setup is. They're trying to bust her and the church and say that they own some weird stuff over there, which is fine because I want to know. Like, look, I want to know. And yeah, so she need to get out of this delusion that Everybody ain't got to be on your side, Mary. It's of course it's two sides, and can we be neutral? Because this ain't my fight. Like if I was there, I'd be sitting there looking like just like the rest of them. This ain't no pick sides or nothing. Just like with you and Jenny, girl, you a grown woman. Y'all gonna fight it out. Y'all gonna work it out. But this is we just watching. Like so, I don't know what's wrong with Mary, y'all, but we gonna figure it out. But that's the setup. They coming for her in the church. Jen about to go to jail, and yeah, Mary versus Whitney, Mary versus Jenny, and I think Lisa is not versus everybody. Mm. Ooh, you be fresh as hell, but the feds is watching, huh? Yep. All this money being spent. Where you get this money from? Girl, what you do for a living? Remember everybody was like, I don't know what she do for a living. We just know that she just be showing up with the fashion. Maybe her husband be buying her all this stuff. But she said she got a job. I don't know what she be doing. Yeah, she said she has some type of marketing business or something like that. Mm, but they all about to get on the bus. Everybody's showing up one by one, putting their bags in the cars and things like that. Mary, Heather was the first one to show up, so she called Mary like, "Hey, where you at?" She doing this. Hey, what's going on? Like you don't want to show your face because she was kind of doing like this a little bit. You could see the bonnet was on her head, like so you ain't want to come on camera because you ain't had no wig on. Maybe no makeup. I mean, I don't know what she looked like without makeup. She shouldn't look that bad. Besides that mustache thing she got going on over there. But you come on there with that wig looking like that. Like, I'm assuming Utah is not a place for black people. Like, if you ever seen Love After Lockup, the first couple who was on there was Lamar and Andrea. And remember, Andrea was a Mormon in Utah and all that stuff. And all her friends was white. She had no black friends. Yeah, so I just assume it's not. We're not a good population for that type of place. So maybe they just don't know how to do hair like normal. It is what it is. She just be looking a mess. But girl, that's what I'm saying. You could have instead of doing like this, you probably would look a whole lot better with that bonnet on. I'm just saying. But because she wants to avoid Whitney and Jenny, she decides to take a private jet. Because remember, she got it like that off that money the church be giving them. She got a private jet, and she just said, "I'm gonna fly there. I'll meet y'all there." Okay, fine. Enjoy your little self and your whatever. Um, yeah. So everybody packing up, getting together, and here goes the famous moment. Jen get the phone call. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we about to go. What? What happened? Right now? For real? And she make up a lie like, oh, Sharif, Coach Shaw, he in the hospital, and he got some internal bleeding or something, so I gotta go because I don't know what's going on. So of course they all like, oh girl, is you okay? Is you? And I'm like, girl, she need to go because they is on the way. They on the way, girl. Hurry up, hurry up. I don't know why she made up that lie though, because what if that really happens to your husband, girl? You're gonna be sadder than sad, like so. She could have just said it was an emergency and just dipped. But she just dipped, and now they all wondering what just happened. What happened, Jen? What happened? And that's the way the cookie crumbles, y'all. 12 minutes after she left, they pulled up on her HSI, Homeland Security Investigation folks. And yeah, like they had them surrounded, like, where Jen at? Is she here? She left in a car? What color? What was it, a truck? Where's she going? Like, is she okay? The whole story about, oh, the hospital in Sharif. So wait, well, we just want to know, is she okay? Like, we don't care about the husband. Where is she at? And is she good? Because we looking for her. And they just confused, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, we was on our way out. She just left. Like, we don't know. This is scary. Like, what? Should we leave? Should we stay? Hey, go ahead and leave, y'all. I'm sorry, ain't got nothing to do with y'all unless the court subpoena you for some questions, which, what can we ask y'all? What she spend her money on? We got the evidence on the camera. All we gotta do is call Bravo, okay? So, this was it. I forget where they catch her. I think they caught her coming out of a store or something like that. If I can recall, back. I just gotta remember. I'm sure we're gonna see it because they caught her coming out of a store, some weird shit. But we're gonna get it. Maybe next episode. Jen go to jail. Jen go to jail. Jen go to jail. Ooh, and Stewart. Yep, Stewart. I wish we could have got Stewart going to jail, y'all. They done pulled up on Stewart too.
They done pulled up on
They done rolled up on everybody.
them.
Woo! All right. We got the goods now. So we'll see y'all next time. Housewives of Salt Lake City, Bravo TV. Bam. Oh, this was a long one. I'm sorry. Because, you could talk about Mary all day long. I'm telling you. Bye.